Yay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me just figure out. Hey! Hey, Abby. How you doing? Can you hear me? Yeah. Um. Let me see. Let's see. I'm going to fix something real quick. All right. I'm back. So hopefully I fixed it. I might not have fixed it. It might be where I am. Am I still on a delay? I feel like I'm still on a delay. So I can't. It's moving so slow for me. Huh. Read this out loud. I also just scrolled down, so that might be a thing too. Okay. So, how have you been? I don't really have anything to talk about in this one because, like, it's not like an official, like, stream. I can check my stream health. Supposedly my viewers are happy. So next time I stream, I'm going to do, next time I stream, I'm going to be making mugs for Holly and Katie, which is really exciting. Who's the third person watching? Ooh. I know you're here, and I know Marissa's here, but I don't know who else is here. Yes. Yes, she's, there's music in the tree tops, and there's music in the air. And the music feels the sky. She's here. See? Yeah, it's a Fluttershy song. Oh no. My viewers may be experiencing minor issues. I'm sorry. Ugh. um. So yeah, how have you guys been? What have you guys been up to? Oh, Abby, Marissa, and I are gonna be watching Beyond Banana. Except it's like uh, but like banana is like it's like a cat. It's banana, like a cat sound in like Japanese, and like it's this cute little cat that's inside a banana, and it's like, oh man, I'm so excited. Um, so if you're not doing anything after this, yes, that. Oh, I'm so excited. I watched all 10 episodes last night because obviously I wanted to get through it right away. I actually stayed up later than I wanted to. Um, and yeah, so good. So good. Yeah. Um, well, this is a test one because I wanted to see what it's like to go live and everything. But next time I'll have like an activity to do. So it'll be less like a Skype call and more like a actual live stream. Um, but I just wanted to see like how going live works and stuff like that. I'm really excited. Hopefully this works out really well. Because I figured it'd be an easier way to get into the dealing with other people, like dealing with like YouTube and how YouTube works. And I've always wanted to do like YouTube stuff. By like having like audience participation right away, so I can kind of get used to like my voice in front of a camera and like be less worried about it being in front of a camera and being more like dealing with it as like I would when I talk to people in real life. So I'm excited for that. I just got done walking with my mom for like ever and a half. Forever and a half actually equates out to 30 minutes. We went for a 30-minute walk. But that's forever. And I'm really excited for doing this. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on necessarily. I don't know if Abby, if you want to join Marissa and I in watching the banana anime, but we're going to be watching it relatively soon after this, I believe. So that's cool. I don't know who the other two viewers are, and I'm a little like, oh, good, they're getting a real good show of me just randomly talking. But that's okay. They'll deal with it. They'll learn to love me. Everyone learns to love me. They get exposed to me for long periods of time and then they love me. Okay, Abby. um, so yeah, I don't know what other random topics I can talk about right now. Let's see. The Game Grumps have been doing this new series where like a bunch of Game Grumps fans made a bunch of. Well, my favorite color is obviously pink, and my favorite animal is obviously bunnies. What animal I would like to be? Probably still a bunny, because they're so cute and fluffy, and they can totally kill you. I mean, not really, but in my mind they can. But like the Game Grumps have been making this. Fans of Game Grumps made a fan game that is like Kirby's Dream Land, except it's Grumps Dream Land. Kirby's Dream Course, except it's Grumps Dream Course, and it's actually what my life is now. I love it so much, and I never want them to stop playing it. And because like Kirby's Dream Land was one of my favorite Let's Plays of theirs, and like now that it's Grumps Dream Land and it has a bunch of like NSP and Starbomb like backing songs in it, it's unstoppable. So do my favorite color, my favorite animal. I really like ribs. That's generally what I would consider my favorite food. And I like long walks on the beach. Just kidding. Long walks on the beaches are horrible. I like to go to the beach and go swimming. Because swimming is more fun than walking on the beach. I like sitting on the beach, you know, and like looking at like sunsets. Not sunrises, because sunrises suck because they're in the morning. Favorite play I haven't worked. Well, my favorite play I haven't worked. It's my favorite play is probably Equus, I would say. Um, it's so good. Uh, it's really interesting because I didn't really think I would like it wasn't a play that I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna love that play. But it's like such a psychological play, and it's so interesting and so involved, and like, man. And also when I read it, I was reading it for class, and I did like the lighting design for it, and it was my lighting design that I did for it was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it, and it really felt like something that I would want to do later on in life. So I would actually, if someone was putting on Equus, I'd probably be like, oh my god, put me on your. I will do anything for that play. But my favorite musical I also haven't worked. It's Next to Normal, because Next to Normal is another psychological one. Because it's different. It's more of a like a family like slice of life that's really really good. Whereas Equus kind of plays with your perception of what's like totally chill and normal and what's not totally chill and normal. And also there's kind of like a cloudiness to Equus that you just get from reading it, which is really cool. Oh, I have a job interview on Monday. That's exciting. Yes, it is the best thing ever. I have a job interview on Monday. I'm interviewing for a audiovisual engineer at Rico, and basically they're like a business thing where they like give people like equipment, and I'm supposed to just be a type of person who can fix equipment, and I think I can do it. So hopefully that will work out. It's like at like 10:30 in the morning, so that's gonna be fun. But you know, it's a job interview. I haven't had one of those in a while because of all this cruise stuff. It's my. We're good. We're good. Um. Yeah. Oh, and oh, you had a job interview today? How did it go? Maybe I should also see if I'm getting. It's for a placement firm. Oh, so like it's like for a temp agency, eh? if I go if I go to my homepage on my phone, my live stream doesn't pop up. It's like they don't even think my live stream is good enough for like for me to know about. Oh, there it goes. There's 3 people watching my live stream. There we go.
For me.
Okay. There. Now I have like a little cheat sheet to see your guys' chat to make sure that I don't miss out. And also I can see how fast I'm going, which I'm not. Okay, yeah, there's like a little bit of a delay, but it's not that bad. Alright. My viewers may be experiencing some. Did you end up applying for that one thing, Mar, that I sent you? I keep scratching my nose. Hopefully they should respond to you. I mean, you have a pretty good uh resume for that job in particular. Let's see. Well, that's a little weird because if you're willing to commute to where they are, they should be like, all right, cool. Or be like, we were going to offer you, if you live 10 miles within Novi, the ability to, like, get that amount of money back for your travel. But seeing as you live outside of Novi, maybe you will only get the 10 miles worth of stuff or something. Yeah, companies do be swear words. But yeah, no, they shouldn't have a problem with that. You should check up on them about a week after you send out your application and just be like, hey, you know, I really, really want to work for you guys. I really think I'm a great candidate, and I just want to know how the selection process is going for you, eh? Yeah? You want to hire me? Because I know you do. Yeah. You always had to, like, remind them of your presence. It's a big thing with companies. They like it when you, like, tell them that you exist. And if you keep, like they like it when you keep tooting your horn, which is weird. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems like they're not someone who's used to, like, hiring someone for that, too, because they're like because they're like a restaurant. So they might have had a little bit of, like, oh, I don't know, like, what to say to this certain type of person, like, I don't like they're used to dealing with restaurant people and looking for people who, like, do waiter stuff, you know. And usually with that kind of stuff, you kind of just, stick a little classifieds or stick it in the classifieds or, like, just put it on your front door that you're looking to hire and people go in. So they might just not be as practiced at the idea of, asking for a certain type of, person. Or they also could be not so sure about exactly what the job entails because of the nature of the job and the fact that they're basically calling in an expert for it. You just had to have a really nice way of telling them that you're the expert that they are looking for. And that's what's important. And that's why I had to keep telling myself, is that I'm an expert that people are looking for. Because I think sometimes when you, like, go through college and then you come out, you kind of have that, like, moment where you don't, you feel like you've just been sitting in a classroom for 4 years and you haven't really experienced anything or really learned anything, even though you, like, 100% know that you learned something. It's so, like, man, like, I haven't done this in the real world. Like, what does the academic world mean if I haven't done it in the real world? Even if you have done it in the real world, I've only done certain extents of it in the real world. But ultimately, I'm smart and stuff, and you're smart and stuff, and so is Abby. And we're all talented people who went all the way through college. Yeah, yeah, it was also really weird for me to feel like I should have a real job right now, because, like, I was setting up to have a real job directly out of college. Like, I was, like, basically, already, like, pretty far down the internet view line with the job I was going into, which I still might go into. And, like, it was basically just getting continually, like, stopped a little. And it felt like, oh man, this is my future that just keeps being, like, put on pause, put on pause, put on pause. But, after a while you had to realize, like, my life's not getting put on pause. Like, I'm still living right now. I'm still doing things. I just need to stop treating it like it's been it's been put on pause, and start treating it like I have time to do other things that I want to do. Like the graphic novel, which is really, really exciting. I'm so excited for the graphic novel. I guess I should explain it to Abby, because I don't know. I probably explained it to Abby. Have I explained it to you, Abby? No, not Techies. Marissa and I aren't doing Techies. I might pick up Techies again later. I feel like Techies might need some development before it gets a really good story to it. I think the story that we came up with was pretty good, but I think, like, it's not quite the story that needs to be told about Techies. So I'm gonna let that one sit a little bit longer until, like, the characters tell me what their story is supposed to be. But Marissa and I are going to be doing Half Dragon Chronicles on the story of our relationship in the ACOG canon, and it's going to be like the other members of the family are going to pop up, and, like, Charles is going to be in it, and it's going to be really funny. We already have some, like, pretty good humor worked into it, so hopefully when we actually put it together, the humor translates well, which is something I'm a little worried about, but I think it'll do well. Yeah, Charles will be, because Charles is a dragon slayer, if you didn't know. So there's gonna be a whole bit where, like, Marissa's going on dates with Charles, and, like, I'm gonna be like, he's doing this because, like, he wants to kill us. He's doing that because he wants to kill us. Like, it's gonna be like, everything's because Charles wants to kill us, and, like, Marissa is is just gonna be like, no, Mom, like, it's not like that. Charles doesn't want to kill us. And, like, Marissa also doesn't know that Charles is a dragon slayer, so that's gonna be fun. But he's totally a dragon slayer. You can't tell me otherwise. Oh, and also, according to our first draft, Charles is in the story. I'm older. I'm like a year older than Marissa. Like, almost a year. I'm actually a year older than Michonne. But yeah, I'm 23 and Marissa is 22. Which I hope is okay for me to divulge to the internet. Yes, I act the youngest and most naive, yet I am the oldest. But I will never be as old as Grandpa Lundquist. Marissa. Marissa, you're just like, you mean, like, in the real world? I've been, like, just sitting in this, like, our fantasy world, thinking about, like, half-dragonness, even though that is the real world, and other people just think that this is the real world, but really, we actually are dragons. Or they think that we're joking, mostly. But we're not. We're dragons. Like, there's even a joke in the book about black tar heroin, which would be good. Yeah. Yeah, your life is a bunch of, like, missed boats. Old Man Ian. I wonder if Old Man Ian's gonna pop up to Homecoming, because that would be really exciting. I'd be really, really excited for that. I'm thinking that, because, like, I'm probably going to let this, like, stay on my channel, but I'm also thinking that I might see, yeah, I'm just, partially the reason why I want Ian to go is because I really, 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 really want to play Ninja Madness again. That was the most fun thing I've ever done in my life, and I've had a lot of fun in my life. But it's so good. I don't know if you played it. But man, I know. Isn't it weird that we have a decade reunion? It's like I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't here. Like, it hasn't even been a full year since the last time I was here. Like, it's kind of weird that we have a decade reunion. But I get it. Because we graduated within, the decade. Within the 0 decade of the 2016 homecoming. But yeah, it's like at, what is it, like at 5 or something? Yeah. If I'm in Michigan, I am probably coming to homecoming. That's my plan. But if I'm not in Michigan, then I probably won't be going to homecoming, and I'm sorry. But I'm really excited for it because I love homecoming, and I really, really, really hope that Ian comes and we play Ninja Madness. Because if that doesn't happen, I'll be probably just a little bit sad, but I'll get over it because there'll be lots of other fun things to do. Except I probably won't play Dread. Yeah, I figure if I'm home and I'm going, I'll probably, like, hitch a ride with you. If that's alright. That's my tentative plan, is that we'd probably go together. Because of proximity and my inability to drive. I'll learn to drive. I'm supposed to learn to drive soon. Yeah, homecoming's gonna be a blast and a half. Yeah. Oh, Abby, there is a way for you to get to where we are from where you are. So, if all else fails, we'll figure out how to. Yes, I won't tell you over the internet where we're live, but there is a way for you to get to where we are from where you are. And it's a pretty good. It's a good distance from where Mar and I are. So you can visit us if you want sometime. That's totally a possibility. But also, we could probably, depending, like, figure out a way for you to get. Yeah. So, like, there's a way that maybe we could figure something out. So we'll try to get you up to homecoming if we can. If it turns out that I have to, like, have my parents drive me up to Alma one last time, it may or may not involve magic. Don't be alarmed if you see a flying car outside your window and a bunch of gingers. Like, don't worry, just get in the car and don't let your aunt and uncle, like, pull you back in. All right. Make sure you put the bird in first. Also, it can involve the yeah, gingers. Yeah, well, she said may or may not involve magic. So, like, when I was thinking about, like, getting you to homecoming, my mind immediately went to the second Harry Potter. Yeah. Harry didn't ask questions, and you shouldn't either. Yeah. No. Dumbledore asked questions, you know, about goblets and fires, and a very calm voice, as we all know from the movies. Um. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, Homecoming should be fun. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for the mugs, but I'm also really nervous because I don't know how I'm going to make the cat happen on it. Even though it's like a really... the car was being pulled by the gingers. Yeah, like, man. Just, you know, like Santa Claus, what's up, you know, gingers, and us. So, like, basically there's just a, you know, you've got Dasher and Prancer and Comet and Vixen. Vixen? Yeah. And then there's just two dragons behind the sleigh. I don't know how much longer you guys want to sit up on this. It's all, it's all just how normal people are. Cars are just pulled by gingers. um, but yeah, and I've been so I just got my Crunchyroll, so I've been watching like a ton of anime lately. Like, and it's not even like I watched a ton of anime all the way through. It's more of like I've been just discovering anime and being like, I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to watch that. There's this one called Sweetness and Lightning that's really, 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 really good. And like they cook together. They're a family that cooks together and stuff. So like it makes me think of my family, especially now that I have to like eat certain things and like, you know, I don't eat out anymore. Like, it's all like, cool. It's like our real life. Yeah. I was like really not that into anime for a little bit there, and I was a little worried that like I suddenly lost my love of anime. But it's okay, it came back with a vengeance. Yeah. Um, Alright. Oops. How am I gonna set up the mug thing? Um, well, I only have one camera. So, probably gonna like, I'm probably gonna use the table that I have downstairs and just put my computer on that because I don't have a camera. I'm using my like computer screen. And I'm just gonna like start painting it and stuff, and then like I might like move the camera over to like where the oven is to do that part. Oh, and I was also thinking that soon after I do the mug thing, I'm going to do a uh goodness. Uh soon after I do the mug thing, I'm gonna do like a live stream where I make like Halloween treats, which will be really fun. Um, and of course, like if you're around for either of those things, you can probably like come over and hang out during that too. But I guess depending if you wanna, I know you probably don't necessarily want to be in front of the camera. But yeah, we'll we'll make mugs. It'll be cool. I'm really nervous about it just because of making the cat. But I think I'm gonna like blow up the picture of the mug, and then like just kind of like outline it, just so I get the cat shape properly. Because originally I was gonna freehand it because it felt like a little bit of like cheating to like not freehand it. But then I realized it was really hard to freehand uh, the cat shape on the mug itself. So I might actually try and like just freehand it on a piece of paper and then make a stencil out of it. Or I might just blow up the picture and do it that way and not cause myself a whole lot of trouble and worry because I feel like I'm cheating, which I'm probably not. I'm not an artist, and I'm not doing this because I'm an artist. I'm doing this because I'm a fan, and I care. Ah. Um. Okay. Um. Uh. What am I thinking about? Oh, so the stream thing has the ability to be monetized, and I don't know if that's a good idea. I might not do it for a while, um, because like I don't want to like bombard you guys with a bunch of ads because I don't like ads. I don't want you guys to have ads. But I think it'd be cool later on to maybe do it, to have like monetization, so I could like maybe make a little bit of money off of this. I don't know. Sarah made 10 cents off of YouTube. I could too. uh, but also I won't be like live streaming Undertale like ever. Even though it would be funny if I like you made that. Yeah, I'll put it right in my bank. Even though it would be really funny for my first like playthrough of Undertale ever to be just a live stream of me playing Undertale and crying. Like it's not even like I'm playing Undertale and I'm like having a good time. It's just like it's like I get to a point and then I just start crying for days. And I just sit there and it's just me crying and there's Undertale in the background, but mostly it's just me crying. I think that'd be a very entertaining stream. I think everyone would want to like take a part in that. But like it was really interesting watching that stream with Sarah and how many people are yeah. Yeah. Tears are Undertale from what I understand. Um but yeah, like I might get like I was making a joke about live streaming Undertale like Sarah. Um and then I was talking about the fact that I would just be crying instead of playing Undertale. I would just sit there and cry. Um but yeah, I could just start doing like yeah, I wasn't even there for all the 7 hours because my friend came over. That was the crappy part, is that like I was sitting there for so long just hoping that she would be Undyne, and like it was just like, man, 7 hours. Didn't even get to see the end of it. Didn't even get to see her be Undyne. I just randomly checked in at one point and saw that she did. I really do have to sit down and watch the rest of that stream at some point. But you know, like, oh, I'm sorry. Truthfully, I am slightly busy, and unmotivated. But yeah, I was thinking that maybe I'll get like at some point get an Elgato and maybe stream some things. I was thinking that would be cool if Joel and I streamed something like uh oh my goodness, co-op, like co-op stuff basically. I think that'd be cool. Or maybe we could just film it. I don't know. Who knows? What is life? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. And I did copy change that slightly. I don't know. Video games aren't really my like 100% bag, so I don't want to like make it my channel into a gaming channel necessarily. I think I'm more of a talk about my feelings type of person. And like just randomly spout things until things make sense. I don't want to be a tree, but we all know who wants to be a tree. Yep, there it is. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm too I just pulled off the wrapper. They are very complimentary. But yeah, like I don't know exactly what I want to do with my channel, but I know I want to do something with my channel. So I figured that this would be a good way to figure out what I like to talk about and what other people like it when I talk about. Yeah. I really hoped that that Nerdy Mugs would have worked out better. Yeah, I like crafting, but like I don't craft very much. But I think it'll be fun to craft. I think it'll be fun to craft during the live streams, because I think it'll be a good like because when you craft you don't have to like when you craft you don't have to like spend a lot of time like looking at things, but you can still like look, and especially if I craft with like my phone right in front of me. I think it'll be really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I have like a lot of like little like writing things that I wrote in like, hello, how are you, Buttercup? That's good. I'm just this is like a test stream for future streams, just so you know. So it's not really there's not much content to this one in particular. But I'm glad you're joining us. So like video summaries of my story ideas so that maybe someone will steal them from me. Just kidding. I mean, it will be documented, so I could probably be like, hey, like, oh my god, I could be like, NBC could, like, have, like, the same story idea as me, and then I could, like, claim part of their thing by, like, showing them the fact that I actually had that idea, like, in writing before they started making the show or something. That'd be funny. Yeah. That'd be cool. Just make bank. Just, like, spout out a bunch of like, because like there's people who do that. There's people who like legit like just spout out a bunch of like random like weird storylines, and like just like continually put them out there to places. Say I can go get my sisters. I don't know what that means. um, where like, goodness, where was I? Oh yeah, there's people who like just continually spout out like random movie ideas so that they can make bank later when people make that movie or a movie similar enough to it. Uh, so there's people who make like a whole like life out of just making random things and like sending them to like companies and then getting some of the proceeds of the movie in a legal case. Oh yeah, you can get your sisters. Okay. Uh, you mean Buttercup and Blossom, right? Oh no, you're Buttercup. Bubbles and Blossom. Sorry. Bubbles is so cute. I hope she's not like having a bad day or anything. Um, but yeah. But like also like the majority of the stories that I have currently aren't like fully like even remotely fleshed out. Like they're just like a lot of it like is like characters or like kind of like weird little spots in like a storyline kind of um how do you feel, Mar, about ending at like 10:30 and then watching the animu? I don't know. 'Cause I know. I don't know. Cause like I have some like little scripts that I have uh for um like YouTube videos I was thinking about doing when I first started like maybe doing YouTube. Like one about like there's like some like really weird like conceptual ones. There's one where I talk about there's like it's a storyline of a girl who lives like an ordinary life and like every day she goes to work and she just like does like mundane tasks like putting labels on like soup cans and stuff like that. And then like she has these extravagant dreams where she's like a superhero saving the world and everything. And like she goes back like it just keeps cutting back and forth between these two realities, like her life and her like dream life. And then uh like it like the end is like there's like a couch. She's on a couch, and it's actually the superhero version of her wondering why she would have a dream have be having these dreams about such a mundane life. You know, like I'm so great and awesome and stuff. Why am I dreaming about being like living a normal life? And it's more of like, you know, I don't know. I really that's one of the ones I came up with like freshman year of college. So, but then I was like, I don't know how to make that happen. There was also one like that was like a super like filmography idea where like super film school, like where all the mirrors would be like weird and like inverted and stuff. So like it's like it's like a silent film where like a robber runs into a house and like you see like the mirrors or all the mirrors in the house are weird, and then like the robber runs through a mirror, and then like a police officer runs into the house and runs through the mirror too. And they're like in a completely mirrored room, um like inside the mirror that's like 100% mirrors. And then like the police officer sees the like at first like the at first the uh the robber is like literally everywhere in the room, like, you know, in the classic horror movie style where they're everywhere. And then like, you know, the police officer sees the robber and shoots at the robber, but then the uh the bullet, instead of just like going through the mirror or going through the robber, ricochets off and hits the police officer. But then I was like, man, the logistics of actually making that happen would be a nightmare, especially for someone who actually has no clue of how to make that happen. So there's like a lot of like weird stories that would be hard to like put together. Yeah. Oh, I can't even. It's like I can't make it not live action. I'm Michelle. I can't draw. I'm having difficulty drawing like one of the most like absolutely not even remotely hard to draw cats that I've ever seen. And I'm still like, how do you make an oval happen in life in general? What is an oval? Is an oval really a shape or is it just a feeling? Do I not know how to feel oval? Is that what the problem is? Yeah. I did, for a second there, have Flash, so I did have the ability to make animation happen for a second there, because I downloaded Flash for oh sorry, called the Illuminati. Hey Bubbles, how are you? But yeah, like, I don't know. And then there was a lot of like, that's good. Is Buttercup still here, or is it just you? It's good that yeah. Yeah. It's weird that Blossom would be the last one here. You know, she's a leader type. You'd expect her to be the one to like kind of like storm into places. Well, not really storm. Powerpuff Girls don't storm. What was I saying? Oh, and there was like also I had some written down that were like discussing the concept of summer and how it feels when you're approaching summer and all the things that you feel towards the idea of summer and versus what?
They did.
What?
The tortillas are all moldy.
That's cool.
So you'll have to figure out something else, but I'll get everything else ready for quesadillas.
Yeah.
And then you can get tortillas. Are you live streaming?
Yeah.
No. People can't. Can people see you?
People can see me.
Can you see people?
No, they're right here.
Oh, hi people.
It's Marissa and Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls.
Can they hear you?
Yeah, they can hear me. They can hear you.
They can hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Marissa and Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. I like Powerpuffs. I like Bubbles best too. She was my fave.
I think I don't know if Buttercup's here anymore, but Buttercup was here earlier. But Buttercup left to get Bubbles. Oh, Abby's back.
Okay, so now Buttercup left to get Bubbles. Now, did she leave to get Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, or did she leave to get Bubbles as in like soap and glycerin mixture that you blow?
Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. Buttercup is also a Powerpuff Girl, and she left to get Bubbles and Blossom, but Blossom hasn't popped up yet.
Okay, now if you said Bubbles and Blossoms, I knew you would have meant not Bubbles in a flower. You would have meant Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, Mom.
But Bubbles, in and of itself, could either be a Powerpuff Girl or soap and glycerin that you blow to make cool.
Blossom's here. Hi, Blossom. How are you doing?
Powerpuff Girls rock.
See ya, Mom.
You're gonna have to figure out something else.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Mama. So, I was talking about something, wasn't I? That's good. What was I? I was talking about. Oh. Oh yeah. So for it was a video that was going to be on the concept of summer and how we feel about summer versus versus how summer actually plays out, because a lot of times, like especially when you're a student, summer is a time where you're like, I have all this free time, I'll be able to do this and that and that, but then it's like molasses. It just drags on for a really long time. And it's just, there's kind of that like lull to summer that you can't really explain, but it's always there and always present, and you never get to hang out with the people you want to hang out with nearly as much as you want to hang out with them. So I was gonna talk about like how our using summer as a point to show is like how our expectations oftentimes detract from the reality too, because like if you didn't feel so like excited for summer all the time, and you didn't feel like, oh my god, summer's gonna be the most amazing thing that's ever happened in my life, like you would enjoy summer more and you would probably do more because you're not spending so much time thinking like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, and do this. You would just be doing things. So, I don't know, man. That was one of the things that I was going to put into a video. What was another one of the video ideas I had? I had like a group of video ideas when I first started this idea of going on YouTube. But we're nearing the end of the stream because I was just going to do it until 10:30. So let's figure out what we should talk about now. Because summer's almost over, which is weird. It's kind of over. I'm really excited for Halloween. I'm probably gonna get like a bunch of like decorations and just like put like a ton of decorations up in the room that I hang out with all my friends in my house. And I'm really excited because I haven't been this excited for Halloween in a really long time. Because there's something about like being back home and doing Halloween compared to like having Halloween at school. Because when you have Halloween at school, like it's like when you're having Halloween at school, it's like an imposition to add decorations for Halloween, or to like to add decorations for Halloween, or to like put in candy and stuff, and like just like enjoy the Halloween stuff, or like it was weird to like do like tarot readings and stuff like that. But like now that I'm home, like I have all this time and I have the ability to just like do up that one room and like figure out like cool crafting ideas for Halloween time. So that's gonna be fun. I'm really excited for that. So are you guys experiencing a lot of like buffering and stuff on your end? Because I'm having some difficulty on my end that I'm trying to diagnose right now. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to fix the delay necessarily. I tried changing the uh like some of the settings on YouTube, but I think it will ultimately just be like playing around with it for a little bit to figure it out. Um I can't believe I've been broadcasting for an hour now. That's weird. Um let's see. Yeah. Well, I also like I don't have like the best internet in the history of life. Um and sometimes my internet, even though like no one else in my house barely uses our internet, and it's like a relatively good internet, like it's not a horrible internet, and it's not the best internet, but it should be relatively high speed, and I'm like the only person who uses it, and I'm definitely the only person using it right now. It just like randomly decides to be a butt every once in a while. It's just like, oh, today I decide I'm gonna be a butt and not load up a like 3 second YouTube video because like who knows? Maybe I just hate the world. Maybe my internet is having some serious difficulty and I should be there for my internet. But I don't know. It doesn't talk to me. It doesn't communicate its feelings. You know, if it communicated its feelings to me, I could help it. But no, it just slows down and gets sluggish every once in a while. And I can't fix those problems if it doesn't tell me what's wrong. You know what I mean? Whew. You have construction. Oh, well, you better uh, get that so you can save the world and stuff. Thank you for joining us while you could. Let's think. What else do I want to talk about? Um, I don't really have that much on my mind besides just the feeling of like adulthood and how adulthood is so much like being a kid that it's hard to like figure out how to adult because it's so like the details between the two are so minute. Um and also like I feel like hey, I mean sometimes it takes a while to figure things out in your head. But like yeah, like adulthood can be so it moves like molasses too. It's kind of like it's much like the concept of summer adulthood because you spend so much time of your childhood thinking back to like thinking of when you're going to be an adult and how being adult's going to change your world and how you're going to be all fiercely independent and you'll have your job and you'll have your place and you'll be like doing things and being an adult and being responsible and then like meeting someone and having babies or something. And then like you get to adulthood and you're like, man, I don't even know. Like, I'm sitting here not even knowing what I'm going to do. You know, no one handed me a manual. It's not nearly as, like, different and weird as I thought it was going to be, but it's different and weird enough that I'm still having trouble, like, 100%, like, getting used to it. But it's not different and weird enough for it to be, like, super, super exciting. You know, as super, super exciting as I set it up to be. Um, and, like, man, like it you feel like when you're planning your future you feel like the things that you want are so easy to receive and so easy to get to and are going to just happen naturally at like a predetermined amount of time, like you know you're going to get married by like 25 or 26 and you're going to have kids by the time you're 30. You know, you spend so much time thinking like this is how it's going to happen and this is how my life is going to be, that like once you get closer to those ages you're like, whoa, like how I'm actually living my life and how this time scale that I made inside my brain works aren't working together. You know, I have so much more getting to know me to do before I get to the points where I'm, you know, I wanted to have this or I wanted to have that, you know. Like I have so much more stuff to go on and get going before I settle down with someone. Like, man, I'm not gonna settle down with someone anytime soon unless they're like someone who wants to like run around the country with me. Um and like you spend so much time with this concept of how you're going to make it as an adult. I would say that like no adults know what they're doing all the time. Oh wait, never mind, I read that wrong the first time. Um Oof. Next time that I live stream, I'm not going to live stream like in the like crisscross applesauce position. I'm gonna like get myself into like an actual comfortable position because like sitting here for like an hour has like hurt my hip a little bit. um, but yeah, being an adult's weird. Um, and it's weird in a weird way. um, you, Abby, if you have Netflix, you should watch Hot Girls Wanted. It's very very slanted. Um, uh, it's very very slanted, but it's really interesting to because it's about sex workers and how they're like exploited. Um, but then you should you should watch that and then watch like Mia Lee's YouTube channel to like counteract the how much slant there is to Hot Girls Wanted. Um, but it's it's, it's after 10:30. Um, so I'm gonna get off. This has been a really fun time. I'm glad that you guys came. It was a blast and a half. And I'll be seeing you soon because I'm probably going to do this again real soon so I can get more comfortable. And maybe next time I'll have like a good idea of what I might want to talk about. Who knows? Next time I'll have an activity, so at least I'll have like something to do. Alright, love you guys.